So, Tom, how do you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages?
Well, I used a variety of media technologies during each stage of the main product and ancillary tasks.
So, what about for research? What did you use?
When I looked at hard copies of newspapers in my local area, but also used the internet to look at newspapers from other areas and how they are conveyed. I looked at e-editions and took advantage of a free trial to view the Folkestone Herald,
Oh, good idea.
and I researched methods of writing news articles on the internet. I also listened to my local radio station KMFM for radio advertisement ideas and researched the internet for scripting ideas.
Oh, useful.
I used the internet to study the use of billboards and to look at different formats. And throughout this stage, I used either my computer or mobile phone to access Tumblr for recording my research.
Okay. What about for planning? What technologies did you use for that?
Well, I used my computer to create a plan in the form of a spider diagram for the construction of my product.
Oh,
When planning my newspaper, I used the internet to assist with deciding on software, and I ended up deciding on Photoshop.
oh right.
When planning my radio ad and billboard, I used the internet to help with my script, writing it, and for the radio ad and for design ideas for my billboard.
Okay.
Throughout the planning stage, I recorded everything on Tumblr using either my mobile phone or computer.
All right. So, what about the actual construction? What technologies did you use in that?
Well, for the construction, I used a digital camera to obtain my own photos,
Oh,
and I
right.
imported them using my computer. I used Photoshop to create my product and utilise the tools clone stamp, crop, resize, paintbrush, layers, shapes, shading, gradient, lasso, loads and loads of tools.
Oh, it's very versatile then.
It is, yeah. And I found this software allowed me to manipulate photos and be creative on my design. For the construction of my radio ad, I used GarageBand iMovie. Once created, I later transferred the recording to voice memos in my mobile phone to enable me to make it portable when carrying out the feedback task.
Oh, that was useful.
Yes, so for my billboard, I decided to use Photoshop, which I installed onto my computer, and this proved very versatile and allowed me to create a unique design. For each stage of my construction, I used my computer to record the progress on Tumblr, once again.
So, what about for the evaluation? Did you use much technology when concluding?
Yes, I did use quite a lot. The first software program I used was Adobe Dreamweaver, and this allowed me to create my answer to question 1. I used hyperlinks to link all of the pages together to make an authentic website, and Dreamweaver allowed me to do this. Photoshop to create the poster in question 2 using a range of tools, including crop, clone stamp, and text. I used Tumblr to allow me to upload the evaluation questions. iMovie to edit question 3 and record and edit question 4 using
Right.
transition, title, and recording tools. I used my iPhone to even record question 3, so that was a really, really good tool to use. And finally, my MacBook, really, to utilise all of the tools I just told you about.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So, what actually did you find the most difficult technology to use?
Well, I found Dreamweaver was the most difficult to use, purely because of my lack of experience with the product.
Right.
I hadn't really used it before, apart from in the early stages of my schooling in ICT.
So that was
But
a challenge then.
it was a big challenge, but using it in question 1 evaluation, it enabled me to enhance my skills that bit more.
So you've overcome that.
Exactly, yeah.
Great. What do you think you've progressed the most in?
It's hard to say, really. I think probably Photoshop, purely because for my foundation portfolio last year, I didn't really use much Photoshop at all. I had the basic knowledge.
What did you do last year?
I did a video, a film
Right.
opening, but this year I decided to do a newspaper individually, and this allowed me to use a wide spectrum of programs, and Photoshop I really, really excelled at this year. And,
Right, yes, you did
progressed.
say that you'd used quite a number of tools within that.
Yeah, and that was purely from experience and learning off YouTube as well.
Oh, great. Thank you, Tom. That was very interesting.
No, thank you.